All right, hey girls and guys, we sitting outside today because me and the girls outside, literally me and the girls outside. It is 12:42 p.m. where I am at. Don't know what time it is where you at or what time you're gonna be watching this, but this is Purple Passion Prophecies. I'm the hostess with the mostest, Maya Janae, and I'm here to give you some messages today. So today, what I wanted to talk about was some ethics. So, tarot and oracle ethics in particular. And, ethics are just like a set of guidelines or rules, principles, values that, one follows to have good morale. And so, yeah, these are tarot and oracle ethics. So the reason why I feel like it's important to have this info is just because it's a baseline of values before you pick up any decks or before you even start reading for yourself or for others. Just a set of guidelines that you can follow so you don't tap into unwanted energy and so that you can protect yourself while you're doing readings. I channeled these messages intuitively about a year and a half ago before I started doing readings. When I asked my guides for a set of rules, they gave them to me. Okay, and so with that being said, you don't have to follow these rules, but I do think it's important to have a set of rules, and so you don't have to follow mine that I'm giving out. I'm just giving out free info, right? But I think it is important for you to have a set of rules, whether you want to make your own, whether you want to go find some or look in a book or ask other readers what they do before they do readings, whatever. Get your information how you get your information. This is just another resource. But it is important to have them, and I think that every reader should be following a set of rules before they're reading for other people. Okay? Keeps you protected. All right, so first and foremost, what is ethics, and why are there ethics? Simply put, I'm not going to get into what ethics are. Y'all can go Google what ethics mean. Ethics are a guide, a rule, a principle, value, something or another that you follow so that you have good morale when you're, interacting with whatever. If you in a job and you got good work ethic there, then you got good morale at your job. If you got good work ethic with your client base and you self-employed, then you working you got your code of ethics that you follow, and you got good morale when you working with them. As a healer, any type, as a healer and working with their clients, you also need to have a set of morals and a set of ethics to follow, because it's going to keep you protected from unwanted energy attachments and karma ultimately. And so reading for yourself or for others ultimately can affect karma. If the right precautions is not taken, if you don't ask for protection while you doing readings and things of that nature, just the right rules not taken, you can really fuck some shit up. Okay, and so energy is not to be played with. All right, and I don't care what nobody say. Energy is energy, and the shit gonna do what it do. And it can be manipulated and things of that nature too, but let's just not, and let's just worry about what the fuck we got going on and keep ourselves safe. All right, so having a set of rules for readings will help keep karma in check and also help you be protected from unwanted energy attachments, your client protected from unwanted energy attachments, or just different things coming into your aura. Yeah. And also, I wanted to let y'all know that feel free also with these ethics, feel free, and I hope that you do some kind of prayer, intention, protection before you even get into readings. I have a few. I have a prayer to channel. I have a prayer that I say before I start readings for people to keep me and my energy protected, and theirs as well. And just different things that I do before we start even reading for people. So let's get into it. To be honest, 4:44 on the time, perfect timing. All right, let's get into it. So the whole reason why there are ethics, first and foremost, is to keep you and your reader protected during readings, right? Keep the energy clear. So, number one, dun dun dun, check your energy, sis. Check your energy, sis. Check your energy. And oh, I didn't say in the beginning, these rules, although I wrote them for like the readers, like people that are reading for other people, they are interchangeable and vice versa. So they are also for your client as well. Check your energy, sis. Before you even touch your cards, you need to check in with your energy. How are you feeling today? If you're tired, you know, from the book of Ludacris, if you're tired, be quiet and go to sleep, ho. All right. It's important to give readings when you are not tired or feeling vulnerable or in shock or any of those, you know. Girl, look at this cat behind me. This cat behind me name is Taro, and he don't like me. So I don't even know why he over here by me. Um, sorry. If you feeling just raw in your emotions, you know, this will leave you feeling even more drained if you're trying to give a reading to somebody, even if you're trying to give a reading to yourself. You need to not be afraid to tell yourself no, not be afraid to tell your clients no if you're not feeling up to it, and just apologize and reschedule for a different time, you know, because your energy ain't clear. And in order to give accurate readings, your energy needs to be clear and you need to be grounded. And so the rule is vice versa. This is a part of setting your boundaries right off the bat. If the person that you're reading for is not feeling the best, reschedule the reading, okay? Because they probably not going to be receptive to what's going on anyways. If you're not feeling the best and you had a reading for the day and it was pre-scheduled and you woke up and you feel like shit, guess what? Call your client up and be like, hey, we're going to have to reschedule. I'm not feeling the best today. Boom. Simple as that. If they mad, they mad. If they ain't, they understand. All right? Number 2, no spying. You nosy mother. All right? Sorry, y'all. I cuss a lot. No third-party readings, okay? Simply put, if they aren't present, then dead it, okay? You need to be making sure that you are only reading for the person that's sitting in front of you. You not tapping into nobody else's energy. If person be like, oh, I want you to whatever on my boyfriend and see what he up. Nah, sis, that ain't got nothing to do with me. And it don't got nothing to do with you either. All right? Tapping into other people's energies during readings is very invasive, and honestly, it's none of your client's business nor yours. And it's like you're spying on them, and that's just rude as fuck, for one. And why would you want to? That's tapping into energy that you don't need to tap into. So, it is one exception to this rule that I wrote down. The exception to this rule is you can check on the well-being of your family, or those that are directly affected to you, and to send them healing, right? Not necessarily to be in their business. Say, like an example, say, I don't know, I haven't heard from a cousin of mine in a while, and I'm just trying to figure out, you know, how she's doing. And I pull out my cards and I do a reading. Not to get in her business, just to see how she's doing, literally to check on her well-being. And then boom, the cards might pop out, whatever they pop out. Okay, so then I can see, okay, she's doing well, or maybe she's not doing well, and I can send her some love and light from then on and cut the reading short, right? I don't have to tap into more of it because it ain't my business. So the exception to the rule is definitely just to check on the well-being of your family or those that's directly affected to you, because ultimately what you send out, you get back, right? That's the universal law of karma. What you give out comes back to you. And so if you being nosy and you using your cards to be nosy and to get in people's business, please don't be mad when motherfuckers is in your business. Okay. All right. Let's keep it pushing, because I'm really trying to keep this video under 20 minutes, and we already coming into 10. And we got a couple more rules. If I have to make a part 2, I will. But I definitely want to keep this video at 20 minutes. So If it is over 20 minutes, there will definitely be a part 2 to this video. And if it ain't, then good, right? Number 3, if they or you are lit, then it's not it, okay? Under no circumstances should you give or take a reading while you are under the influence of substances, drugs, and alcohol, okay? Use that to your discretion on what drugs and alcohol is for you. I put in here, and a little side note, like, I know a lot of readers smoke weed, right? Weed is a medicinal plant. It is also, it can also open up your third eye so you can perceive things. So use your discretion with that even. Because I've given some readings while I'm smoking, and I've given a lot of readings when I'm not smoking. And I would say just between the two, I'm way more clear when I'm not smoking, right? So you need to be a clear channel when you're receiving messages. That's the reason why you don't need to be under the influence of any substances. And also make sure that your client is not 1111 on the thing. Make sure your client is not using those substances either, because if so, they may not be receptive to the information that they're receiving, just because, you know, different substances can alter your brain and your body in different ways. So things to note also with this rule is that you can pick up on dark energy a lot quicker when you're under the influence of substances, and you never know what people is carrying with them. So just think, like, when you drinking, for instance, you know that saying that a drunk mind tells sober thoughts. It do, because people is usually, when they drink and they under the influence and they not in their right mind, right? Sometimes a lot of people be moving in their shadows when they be drinking. That shadow side come out. So if you trying to give a reading to somebody who under the influence of, I would say, alcohol, for instance, keep it simple, and they tipsy, drunk, they whatever, who knows what that's going to be like, you know, and who knows what they're carrying with them, who knows what their shadows is in that moment when they moving in their shadow self, who knows, you know? Why even tap into it? You don't even want to. Girl, just keep yourself protected. Say no. Okay? We good on that over here, sis. Man. All right, this one also kind of goes along with that, but it's a different rule, and it's just, if you're feeling sick, just wait until you get better to do your channeling and stuff, because as I said before, you want to make sure you are clear, as free as possible, right? When you are sick, you can't physically do certain stuff. Your body needs to rest. It wants to rest so it can get itself back better. So you can't necessarily, I'm not saying you can't, but you can, but why would you? Because you're going to be drained, right? You can't pour from an empty cup. You can't go out and give to these people if you ain't right yourself, right? If your body not right itself. So just, you know, wait until you feeling better. This goes vice versa for the client too. Also, I put a note in here that if your client just recently started taking some new meds, I would say wait off on the reading till about 6 months. 6 months is recent for me. So within a 6 months time frame, if they just started taking some new shit, hold off on that reading, because you don't know how them drugs or whatever are altering their body. And they don't know either, because it take about 6 months for your body to get used to a new drug scheduled or whatever, so it can get worked through your system. Your body is used to it. It know the effects, it know the side effects, it know what it's gonna do. It take about 6 months, right? 3 to 6 months, I heard. And so, you know, different drugs can alter your body in different ways. And so we want people to receive these messages, right? We want them to be receptive. They might not be receptive if they under the influence of certain drugs. So make sure that they not, and make sure that you're not either, because you, as a reader, you can't necessarily channel under the influence of certain things either, because you're not going to be getting the messaging clearly. So that's just going to be asinine and backwards. So just don't do it at all. Number 5, emergency readings. Think about it. That means pause in Spanish. and think about it, right? I might have said that wrong. But if you or your client have just experienced a recent trauma, recent for me is within the past 6 months, it's not really a good idea to see a psychic or, a medium or intuitive or things of that nature right away. Like, just chill, right? Just chill. I know, like, when things happen, people be wanting answers. They be wanting answers. They be wanting answers. Chill on that, bro. You need to give your body, your soul, time to process life experiences. So if you just had some recent trauma, you don't need to go get no reading. You need to let your soul process the trauma. You need to let your soul process the experience. Then, when you have an understanding of what's going on, then maybe you could reach out to a reader and get a reading done. So you can get some insight. That's for the client, right? For the reader, on the other hand, if you just experienced some trauma recent within the last 6 months, you also need time for your soul to process that. So you don't need to be picking up your deck of cards and going to read for other people. I'm sorry, because you ain't processed your own shit yet. So, like, yeah, just, keep it cute. Keep it cute. Also, it could be really mentally exhausting if you're going through a stressful time in your life and you trying to read for others. It could be very, very, very exhausting because, like I said, you cannot pour from your cup when it's empty. You can only pour from your cup when it's overflowing, if you ask me, not even if it's full. If my cup is full, I can't pour from it. If it's overflowing, by all means, I can pour from it. Number 6 is no free readings. None whatsoever. Okay? I put in parentheses, use discernment with that, because just use your discernment with it. I can't say that I don't give free readings, because sometimes when I get on live or on my Instagram or like on my Facebook, I'm called to pick up my decks and just read. It's not necessarily a free reading, but it is, because no one's paying for it, but I'm just getting messages out that need to come out. So whoever resonate with it, right? But universal law is giving and receiving. Simply put, if you're giving your energy, you need to receive compensation for it. You are reading. When you're reading, you giving your energy away. You are using your energy resources to tap into channels, to get messages, to relay them to people. That is a lot of energy exchange. It's very exhausting. I don't know about y'all, but when I get done with a reading, I want to go to sleep. That's always. I always want to go take a nap because I'll be tired. So you can't just be like out here just giving that shit away just willy-nilly, like, right? Also, it's a lot of skeptics when it comes to psychics. So sometimes a lot of people will try to, scam you. Okay, a lot of people will try to scam you or take advantage of you just to validate their points on being a skeptic, right? So, this looks like, oh, well, since you psychic, tell me something right now. No, I don't have to, because I don't need to tap in. But if you want to book a reading with me, you can, right? That's how you get no free readings, right? That's how you have people pay for them readings. Even if it's not monetary, it don't have to be monetary to get payment. A barter and exchange is still compensation. I've had times where I necessarily, for instance, I don't know, have the funds to get something that I need, but I know I got product and I know people be wanting it. So I might trade a little waist bead I traded waist beads for business cards one day. That is a barter. That is an exchange. It wasn't free, and by no means. Not at all, right? It wasn't a reading, but it wasn't free. The girl needed waist beads. I needed the business cards. What's up, sis? Can we trade? And we did. And that was an even exchange, giving and receiving. But yeah, no free readings. But also use your discernment with that, because I know sometimes a lot of people, we don't necessarily have to read for money and compensation all the time. Like I said, sometimes I hop on the live and do a reading, and it's free because no one paid for it. But I know in one way, shape, or form, I'm gonna get that compensation some way back, right? So number 7 is We are actually nearing our 20-minute mark, but I only have a couple more points, so I'm just going to go through it. Maybe this video might be a little 20, 30 minutes. That's fine with me. I ain't tripping. The next is time is energy. Set your time limits. Set your time limits. Set your time limits. This depends on how you do your readings. Everybody does their readings a little bit differently. But a general rule of thumb is to not let your readings go over an hour. This is because when you overextend readings, you can experience burnout, which can lead to exhaustion, which can lead to whatever, right? So just charge your work. If it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes over, no biggie, right? Whatever. You probably ain't tripping on that. But if the readings is going 15, 20 minutes over that hour time limit, you need to be getting some compensation for that, because an extra 20 minutes of reading outside of an already hour time frame, that's an hour and 20 minutes your ass been reading for. Like, if you only was to get paid for an hour, no, you need to get some compensation for that, because time is energy. Time is energy. Time is energy, and energy. Time is energy. Ooh, what am I hearing? I'm hearing time is energy, but so is money. So, I don't know what I was trying to say. Time is energy, but so is money, right? So, okay. Also, if you do like topic readings, you know, like career, finance, things of that nature, and you doing like set topics for your readings, I would say keep it to no more than 3 topics in the hour, because that's about 25. That's about 15, 20 minutes on each topic, but you don't want to really overexert yourself. So keep it cute. Number 8 is set your boundaries. Boundaries are very, 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 very important as a reader and as a client, right? We all need boundaries. All need really strong boundaries. As a healer, you need really strong boundaries, because not only is you tapping into energy to heal other people's, you tapping into energy, okay? And you don't know what the fuck they coming with. So you need to make sure your boundaries is up and protected, and strong boundaries, so can't nothing interfere with you. And that's on. Okay? Only read for people who respect tarot and oracle readings, because you don't have to prove yourself to nobody. Even though it's like not a new game, there ain't shit new about this motherfucking tarot shit, right? Motherfuckers still is skeptics on it. They still will be like, oh yeah, whatever, I don't believe you. Oh yeah, okay, well if you can do that, then tell me boom, 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 boom. No, I don't have to prove myself to anybody. I know my gifts and what I hold. I don't have to prove myself to nobody. That's a boundary, sis. No. Say no, all right? If you come across the ones that, you know, I don't believe in this type of stuff, simply keep it cool and keep it pushing. That's fine, because you don't have to prove yourself to anybody. That's a boundary, sis. And I think, you know, sometimes people be like, well, I no, you don't. Like, but I want them to believe. Fuck them people. Fuck them. They gonna believe what the fuck they want to believe. Bitch, do you believe yourself? Okay. Sorry, I'm cussing y'all out, but it is what it is. But yeah, just stay away from that negativity. Them people that I don't believe in that. I don't believe. Well, then if it's true, then tell me. Boom, boom, boom. Nah, I'm good, because I don't have to prove my gifts to you, player. Huh. Period. They ain't gonna like that answer. They'll be actually very shocked if you say that to them. But so what? Say it anyways. That's a boundary, sis. Also, like, if people don't believe in tarot, the message might come out clear and inaccurate. So one must have faith to receive what spirit is saying. So be careful with that too. Set them boundaries. Set them boundaries. I got a couple more points on setting boundaries. If you're reading and something feels off or not right, literally end the reading right there. Use your discernment with that, but literally end the reading right there and apologize. You don't necessarily have to end the reading. It just depends on what's going on. That's why I say use your discernment. If something really feel off and right, and you like got the inkling to end the reading, you can end the reading, and you can apologize to your client and just explain to them why you ended it, right? If something just feel off or not right, or you just not understanding what's going on, you could take a pause. And I've had times where I've done readings with, I had one client in particular, I'm gonna say one client in particular actually, who was very nervous about receiving a reading. She was so nervous. I mean, down to like when I was channeling her messages, I was shaking. So I was like, girl, I had to stop. I said, okay, we have to stop this right here. And she was like, why? I said, because we need to ground our energy real quick, because you're nervous. And she was like, how do you know? I said, because I'm feeling your energy. We are tapped in right now. We just connecting our energy right now to get this reading. I feel your energy, and it's making me nervous. And I wasn't nervous before this reading started. So I'm going to need you to take a couple deep breaths. We're going to take a couple deep breaths. We're going to sit for a minute. We're going to breathe. We're going to ground our energy, and then we're going to start the reading again with a whole new spread. I'm clearing this out the board, whole new spread. And it was way better. And she didn't have no problem with that, right? She didn't have no problem with that. So, like, use your discernment. And whether you need to end the whole reading or you just need to stop it and clear out the energy and reread, that's up to you. But if something don't feel right, trust your gut, all right? Another reason keeping your boundaries, set them boundaries, is to keep your ego in check. Okay? Keep your ego in check. Be quietly confident and avoid boasting. You don't have to boast your gifts. You don't have to be overly confident about them. I be sitting down being cute and pretty. I ain't gonna lie to you. Spirit be on my ass about like putting stuff out there, but like I'm actually kind of real low key and don't like people in my business. So when people be like, oh, you do oracle readings, I be like, yeah, I do, but I'm not boastful about it. Like, yeah, I do, but that's it. That's how I keep it. Just keep it cute. Your gifts was given to you, but just like that, they can be snatched right the fuck away. So don't get overly, cocky with them, overly confident, all of that arrogance, all that shit. Keep your ego in check. That shit don't even, keep it in check. And we people, we persons, we humans, I get it. My ego be coming out sometimes when I be like, okay, Maya, hold on, sis, chill. Because just like that, you can get humbled real fucking quick. So keep it in check. You don't need to flash your gifts about. You can use them for good of others and yourself in divine ways, but not to satisfy the ego. Keep it in check, sis. Last but not least, judge ye thou not. Number 9, the end. Judge ye thou not. Okay? Now, that means don't be judging people. Don't be judging folks, because just don't, right? You need to be gentle and aware of other people's emotions when you're doing readings, and when you truly connecting with your guides and your incoming messages, it should carry no judgments. Okay? Take you and yours out of other people's situations. When you are reading for others, you should not be taking shit personal, because it don't got shit to do with you. But also, beforehand, when you even start your reading, that should be part of your prayer. I say something real quick like, please allow me to read for this person without my personal opinions in it, without no personal biases in it. I want to be as free as possible. Take my biases out of it, take my whatever, right? I'm just saying, just because I'm on camera talking, but when I get into it, I really be getting into the prayer, because I want it to be as clear as possible. So just take you and your situations out of other people's and avoid getting too personal. You can like give an example to somebody when you read, and if they need like clarification based off of your own personal experience, but don't let the reading just be based off of your own personal experience, because then it's biased. Because your personal experiences is not the same as somebody else's personal experiences versus the other person's personal experiences. Everybody experiences life differently. So we all got different experiences, right? You can't give a reading based off of just your experience in life. That ain't the person across from you experience. So, you know what I'm saying? Now, if you want to use your as an example just to like make things clearer or give clarification on situations, by all means, right? You can do that. But don't base your readings off of your personal life, because it's not That ain't it. That ain't it. That ain't it. At the end of the day, you just a messenger. You just a channel. And it's not your place to judge people. You just got to do your work. Make sure the guidance is coming from a place of love, coming from an angelic realm, and it's not based on your personal experiences. And so, that is all I got for y'all folks, right? My 9 ethics, tarot and oracle ethics for the enlightened. Quick guide of principles for tarot and oracle readers. Just to do a review, we got check your energy, sis. No spying, no third-party readings. If they lit, under the influence, the reading, it ain't it. If you are sick, wait until you feel better. Emergency readings, think about it. No free readings, use your discernment. Time is energy, set your time limits. Set your boundaries, sis, because we need them. Okay, number 8. Number 8 is a number of determination and stability. We need them boundaries, girl. Keep you stable. Number 9, judge ye thou not. And those 9 things can give you a baseline before you start reading for folks, reading for yourself. All right? This Purple Passion Prophecies. I ain't got nothing else to say to y'all, so I'm going to let y'all have y'all Sunday. Peace out.